What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Tradingofftilt. I'm Ryan, and today we're going to be going over the Elliott wave count that I have for crypto market cap. I actually like to use this chart quite often, especially when I'm confused on what count Bitcoin is in. So let's go ahead, and it's pretty similar to Bitcoin. So there are some subtle differences, but for the most part, it is pretty similar to the count that I have for Bitcoin. But without further ado, let's zoom in a little bit so I can give you guys an introduction to this count. So this would be like Bitcoin, a primary wave 1 up here. Wave 2 down here for a WXY. This would be a primary wave 3 here, where this would be intermediate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this wave 5 is a little bit different than it is on Bitcoin because it actually ends in an ending expanding diagonal, where this would be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So on Bitcoin, we have something a little bit different where I could actually show you guys real quick. Let's go to the Bitcoin chart. Right here. I'll hide this for now. So right here, we're calling this wave A, up for a B, then down for a C for an expanded flat on Bitcoin. But it doesn't really work out like the same way on the crypto market cap. So let's go back to crypto market cap right here. It makes a much nicer ending diagonal, an ending expanding diagonal. So that's what I have for the end of this wave 3. And then let's go on to this wave 4. I have an A, B, C. This B wave would be a barrier triangle, which we could zoom into. And now there are some wicks that are coming above the top of this trend line, but for me, it is acceptable, especially knowing that this is crypto market cap and it's not actually a traded asset. So we have a wick above here and here, but I still think it is the best count we could assign to this chart. So this would be an A, B, C for a zigzag, and then this would put in a wave A right here. Let's zoom out a little bit more. Then moving to this part right here, we could actually count up a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a leading diagonal. And this part right here, unlike on Bitcoin, this wick right here comes above this wick here. So it is a valid leading diagonal, unlike on Bitcoin. So we could call this a wave 1 here. This would actually be 1 degree smaller for a mini wet WXY. And then moving up, we have the wave 3 here, 4 here, 5 here for the A wave. And then we get an obvious zigzag for an A, B, C for the B wave. Then moving up, we have 1, 2, and then counting up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for this minute third wave, and then down for the minute fourth wave, up for the minute fifth wave to complete this zigzag of the C wave, which would be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for an ending expanding diagonal. So that leads us on to this wave C. So if we put in this wave B right here, we can delete this. We put in this wave B right here, then we're currently in this wave C. So the first count that I want to show you guys is the expanded flat count. So the way I count the expanded flat count, which would have us coming below these lows right here, obviously, if it's an expanded flat, would be, let's go to the 4-hour chart to show you guys a little bit more. The way I would count it would be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down here for the minor wave 1, up for the minor wave 2 for a WXY. And the way I count this is actually a zigzag for A, B, C for the W wave. And then this would be a triangle for an A, B, C, D, E for the X wave. And the Y wave would be it's a little bit hard to count. It looks a lot like an impulse wave for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but clearly it isn't because we obviously came below these lows. And this section right here does not come low enough for it to be the wave C of a flat count. So my presumption would be that it would probably be a WXY if we were to count it. Something like this, it could be a double zigzag, but at this point, it doesn't matter to me, at least. Now moving on to this section right here, this would all have to be an expanded third wave. So the way I count this right here, if we zoom in, is this would be 1, 2. This all here down here would be 3, 4, 5. Now another way you could count this, if you think it would offer better wave symmetry, is saying this is all wave 1, 2. This is 3, 4. And then we have yet to come down for the fifth wave to complete this minute first wave. But for me personally, I see this 5-wave move off the lows, and I'm instantly drawn to believe that the bottom is in right here, and that this is going to be some sort of zigzag. So for this wave 2, I'm assuming we're going to come up to at least. Well, I can't say at least, but I'm going to assume we come up to around the 1-to-1. So that'd be the measuring the length of this move to comparing it to the bottom of this move right here, and that would come up around 2.18 trillion, which would be around this order block. Another target to look out for would be the golden pocket of this whole move right here, taken from the top to the bottom. And that would be pretty similar around this order block right here. So I'm guessing that this is probably going to top out. If this is an A, B, C, like so, it's probably going to top out somewhere within this box right here. You know what you could actually do to, if this is a zigzag, then you could channel to find the top of it. So if you put a channel at the bottom of this wick to the bottom of this presumable B wave, if we're assuming this is a B wave, and then this is the top of wave A, then you could predict the end of the wave C is going to be somewhere near the top of this channel. Okay, so now I zoomed out to show you guys what it looks like on the higher time frame. So we're looking at this minute wave 1 being put in, and we're coming out for this minute wave 2, which, as I mentioned, should be somewhere around here, theoretically. And then moving down, we have obviously yet to complete this minor wave 3, 4, and 5. So that's going to end up bringing us a lot lower in the long run. So in the next, few weeks, few months, then we could expect, if the flat count is correct, we could expect us to come somewhere down here, somewhere down here to this order block right here, between this minor third and minor fourth wave. That's at least what I'm going to expect if this is a expanded flat. But yeah, let's just move on to the other counts that I want to show you guys. Let's hide this count. And the next count I want to show you guys would be a WXY. So assuming the same subdivisions that I showed you guys earlier, let's show you guys one more time. Oops, that's another count. So this is an A, this is a B, or this could actually all be a W or an X. Then we could have a WXY count where this would all be a W wave down here, up for the Y wave, and we're coming down, or up for the X wave, and we're coming down for the Y wave. So in this situation, let's zoom in a little bit more. It actually makes a decent amount of sense for this first zigzag, this first ABC, in which this would be an A wave, up for a B wave, down for a C wave. Because this section right here makes a nicer 5-wave move instead of calling this all a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because if you were to call this a wave 3 like we just did previously, then you run into some problems because it doesn't really subdivide that greatly. You'd have to call this probably a wave 1, 2. This would be a 3, 4, 5. So this subdivides a little bit nicer if you call this an A, B, C. And then that could put in a W wave, and then this would be the same subdivisions as I showed you guys earlier for a WXY for the X wave. And what's actually pretty nice is that I'll show you guys real quick. So let's delete the trend-based fib time and do it once more. So if you use the trend-based fib time tool and you pull from the beginning of this W wave to the end, then this X wave takes almost the exact same time that it took to complete this W wave. So that's pretty nice to see that we get that wave symmetry between the W and the X wave. But we just delete that for now. And then moving on to this Y wave, what we're looking at is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like I previously mentioned to you guys. And this would probably end up being a zigzag. So if this is all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then this could be an A wave. We could be in a B wave right here, and then come down for the C wave, which could be somewhere down here. Oops. So I'll do that once more. A, B, C. Now what we'll be looking for is the 1-to-1 of this whole move right here. So if the top of wave B ends up coming in right here, then we'd be looking for this wave Y to end near the 1-to-1. Or in other words, this wave C of this zigzag to come in around here. Now, like I mentioned to you guys, you could actually do channeling. So this could be a top of wave A, top of wave B right here, and the bottom of wave A right here, and the wave C theoretically should come in somewhere around here. So that's how you could predict when this wave Y is going to be put in, especially if we come up here and reject and then start moving down. But that's the second count I want to show you guys. Now let's move on to the third count, which actually happens to be a little bit more of a bullish count. Alright, so the last and final count that I want to show you guys for today would be this count right here. So this would be more of a bullish count in the sense that we're currently in this primary wave 5. And everything to the left of this primary wave 3 would have been the same as in this count right here. And this correction right here would have been the same, except what we're calling this the end of a wave 4 for this count right here. So instead of being a minor wave and this being an A, B, C zigzag of minor wave, this is all an A, B, C of intermediate degrees. Excuse me. So this would be the completion of a wave 4 here, which starts this primary wave 5, which we could actually count as a 1 for a leading diagonal, a wave 1 for leading diagonal on this chart, unlike on Bitcoin. Down for wave 2, up for wave 3, for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, down for 4, up for 5, which ended around, on Bitcoin, 69K, on this chart about 2.97 trillion. Let's zoom out a little bit. What I have right here is this channel is a channel between the top of wave 1, the top of wave 3, pulled to the bottom of this wave 4. Now this is going to give us a good prediction on when the end of this wave 5 is going to be put in. So theoretically, based on Elliott waves, the 1, 2, 4 or 1, 3, 4 channel should give you a baseline estimate on when this wave 5 is going to be put in. So of course we don't know exactly when it's going to be put in, but if it starts approaching, if it starts moving up like this, then we could be looking at this line as a good indicator on when this wave 5 could be put in. Now let's see if there's anything else I want to show you guys for this count. Yeah, so for this section right here, for this wave 2, we'd probably be looking at something like the WXY to give us this wave 2. You know, there's some other counts we could go into, but for this video, I don't want to go too much into, showing you guys tens or, more than 5 counts for that matter. I just wanted to show you guys a few counts that I think are in the cards to show you guys what's possible. And that's about all I wanted to show you guys for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, take care. Bye.